Hey, I'm Donnie Briggs from the Young Adult Ministry, and we're sitting here with Pastor Jason Nelson, and we're just talking about his new album today as we prepare for this Gospel Bash revival. We just want to start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Jason Nelson?
Well, simply enough, I'm a father, a husband, pastor, and ultimately a lover of God.
Okay, okay. Well, how did you get your start, or when did you begin singing gospel music, or singing, period?
Oh, I've been singing since I was a kid.
Okay.
My brother Jonathan and I were singing duets at church probably about 5 or 6 years old.
Okay, okay.
Yes, gospel music is basically all I know. I mean, it's not all I know, but it's all I know.
That's your area. That's
right. That's my place of expertise, as it were.
All right. So in talking about this new album, shifting the atmosphere, tell us a little bit about it, and what can its listeners expect as they listen to it?
It is a journey into praise and worship is really what it is at its core. It kind of follows a pattern that we're kind of used to in the church environment, where you start off with praise, high praise, and which leads itself into worship. Before you get halfway through, we already dancing.
Okay.
You know, and that's on the CD.
Okay.
And then we go into a little bit more worship, and then the hit shift in the atmosphere. Then it's full of declarations, songs of declarations, and that are descriptive of who God is and what He does. And when all is said and done, we end on a testimony. I mean, what service do you go to where you don't have somebody give a testimony?
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite track or two on the album?
I think I have maybe 3 favorites right now. I would say "Nothing Without You," a song my wife co-wrote with my producer and I. A song called "No Words," and then probably "Dominion."
Dominion.
Yeah, I would say those 3 are probably my favorites right now.
Okay. And now let me ask you, I think I understand that sometimes when the things that we write about, or the things that we sing about or speak about, sometimes we experience those things, or we may go through things. And developing and creating this album, did you find that you were having to go through things just to make it, I guess, in a way, come to pass, or was it pretty much an easy and simple process?
Easy and simple do not describe the process of making this record. There were a lot of different, pitfalls and hiccups and obstacles that kept getting in the way, but I understand now that those things were designed for the record to be released in God's timing and not mine.
Okay.
If I had my way, the record would have been out last year sometime. Okay. But according to God's plan, there was, this song is charting well on the radio, shifting the atmosphere. Its first week of sales has been really incredible. It's really gone beyond the expectation. Not my expectation. It still ain't hit my expectation yet. But as it relates to my label and those powers that be, they're really pleasantly surprised with the success of the record. Yeah. And I think all of that is tied into the timing of God, and those obstacles that I faced kept me from putting it out when I wanted to put it out. I mean, even when it comes down to when I was recording, I was supposed to have some people helping me with the finances. The recording fell through the day before the recording. Wow. So and then I had people who would literally call me. At that same time, the money was not showing up on one side. People called me and said, "I feel like you need something. Tell me how much you need." I mean, that happened. Wow. On the day before the recording. Wow. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, it was John P. Key called me. He said, "I feel like you need something," and he said, "Just tell me what you need." And he wired me money. Wow. Wired me money. I mean, but that's the kind of stuff. So I knew the record was supposed to come out, but I wasn't sure the timing of it. I missed. I just totally lunched on the timing. So I'm getting frustrated and trying to figure out when, and one thing after another kept holding the process back until finally started talking to Verity, and I was like, oh, maybe that was it. So I talked to them, and then that whole process took a long time, longer than it was supposed to. But long story short, here we are. Yeah. Here we are. You made it in. Absolutely. Man, I love it. Now, let me ask you this: in addition to being this great singer and songwriter and composer, I think I read that you composed the song "Thirsty" off of Marvin Sapp's album. I did.
you're also a pastor. How do you balance those two, or is there a balance with them, or do they just kind of flow within each other?
Oh no, there is a balance, because I think the easy way to answer it is I prioritize.
Okay.
My first ministry is to my family, my wife, and my kids. That's number one.
Right.
That was the first institution God established on the earth, was that of family.
Yes, right.
So family is my first ministry, and then comes the church, and then because I'm obedient in my assignment as a pastor, I really am strongly convinced that God allows me to do what I do as an artist, because I do what I do, in my assignment. I believe my assignment is pastor. My gift is to sing, but my assignment is pastor.
My assignment is to be the pastor. I love that. Now, so as a husband and a father, do they look at you as, Jason Nelson, the singer or the pastor, or do they look at you as daddy and father?
Hold on, guys.